Hi there, I have your piano here in my workshop. It's climate controlled. This is currently my workshop. It's a bit messy, I apologize for that. But yeah, we have another piano we're going to be working on shortly. So just wanted to check up on you on your piano. As you can see, the keys totally need replacing. There's nothing I can do about the keys. As you can obviously tell, you don't need to be a technician for that. You can notice that some of the keys are very close to the edge of the wood. And that's because the bushings have worn out unevenly, so I need to rebush and replace the key tops. And another thing I want to mention is that the lead may be swelling in the key because of whatever damage came from it. So we can sand that down on the edges, but there is a risk of it swelling again. So I just wanted to let you know before we go in, because of the damage of the humidity. As you mentioned, it's got a name badge on it of Charles Frederick Stein. I'm not really familiar with it, but I don't think it's got retail value as such, so we'll be restoring it to keep it going as a family heritage thing. It has a nice piano, it's got a good sound, so I'll get to the sound in a second. Interestingly enough, it has this kind of boombox wooden design on the soundboard. I don't know if any technicians can tell me more about that, but that's quite interesting design. Not seen that very frequently. Bridge has got some kind of very light kind of fraying on it, and I think it's going to hold up. There are some cracks in the soundboard. We talked about those when I was over there. One here, somewhere around here. There it is. Crack on the soundboard there. And there's a couple of cracks on the soundboard. Aren't really an issue as much as you might think they would be. The sound travels through the ribs as well, so it may have a tiny, infinitely tiny effect on the sound, but it's in the trade. It's a debate whether or not it actually makes a difference. When the cracks get wider, obviously, then they do make a difference because they start to separate the sound flow on the soundboard. But those tiny ones, wouldn't concern me. And if we're going to go to repair them, we'd have to go all the way down through the strings, take off the plate, and probably change the pin block, like a full restoration, instead of what we're going to do, which uses reconditioning. Now, my concern was the tuning pins. The tuning pins are average tightness, so they're not super tight, but they're not loose either. So I think if we clean the strings in the treble and we clean the strings in the bass, and change the hammers, we might get the sound that we want to, like, improve it 100%. Now, if we change the bass strings, I think we could improve it another 25% sound. The dampers need realigning as well. They're not aligned properly, need cleaning, obviously, and everything needs dusting out. As you can see, everything's dusty and it needs cleaning off. Here's the serial number we have here. Now, the cabinet, I could send a quote for refinishing the cabinet, but as you can see, it's generally got minor scratchings. There's some fraying going on the finish. The fraying is most visible here on this side here, and that's just where the finish is cracking. As discussed, the cats had a bit of fun with this piano and they clawed the edges. I'm not even sure how they got up there. There's a slight difference in the woods on the top lid where it was opened and the sun bleached this part. The only way to get rid of that difference would be to repolish. Then coming to the only thing that I'm not sure we can do anything about really is this kind of painting coming onto the finish. It's already damaged the finish a little bit, but we could possibly get this off by scraping, or I'm not quite sure. If anyone has ideas, do let me know, but I do think that would be that might polish out, but it may not as well. It might be too embedded. Another scratch on the top lid, and there's multiple of these on the piano. Just some more damage to show you on the finish of the piano, and some more fraying of the finish on the front rail. Here's the lid, scratched. On the other side, you can see the fingernail marks where someone played it quite a bit. It's out of tune, off pitch, needs pitch raiser tuning, and the hammers are a little bit soft. We'll look at the hammers in a second, but we could clean the strings and then clean the insides, regulate the action, and change the hammers. I think that might be the equation we go for. has 3 pedals, sustain, soft and sostenuto. So here's our main culprit for the sound not being quite what it could be. The hammers have gone very flat. We have to change what the hammer shanks and rollers. So the hammer is here, the shank is this, and this is the roller. So the rollers have gone kind of flat. All the leathers have gone flat, and we also need to change the back checks. So it's going to be a combination of things that need changing: the back check, the hammer, and the shank, and the rollers. And the reason we need to change the hammers is that we don't really have enough felt on the top hammers to sand them down. I believe this is the bench that was with the piano, and the bench I would have refinished. So that's a Stein baby grand piano, and it's getting ready to be reconditioned, hopefully. New key tops, new bushings, cleaning around the inside, clean the strings, realign the dampers, tune it. It's actually at pitch. It's 442, which is great. Needs a lot of cleaning inside, a lot of cleaning of the cabinet and the brasses. Maybe repunish the bench, new hammers, shanks and rollers, and a full regulation, new key tops. And I'll send that in an email. Thank you very much.